Hey everyone, welcome back to the Turing Test Podcast. I'm Jamie, and today we're diving into a topic that's kind of crucial, AI safety. How do we make sure these systems stay under human control? And joining me is Rachel, who always has a lot to say about this. Hey Rachel.
Hey Jamie. Yeah, this is a big one. AI safety is super important, right? We're talking about machines that could, potentially outsmart us. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. Totally. We've all seen those movies where AI goes rogue. But seriously, Rachel, do you think we're overreacting a bit? Aren't these systems designed to follow our commands?
Well, Jamie, it's not just about following commands. It's about understanding the implications of those commands. Like, what if an AI interprets something in a way we didn't intend? That's where things get tricky.
Okay, but isn't that why we have all these safety protocols in place? Developers are constantly working on this stuff, right?
Sure, but protocols can only go so far. It's like, having a seatbelt in a car. It helps, but it doesn't prevent all accidents. We need to think about the bigger picture here.
But isn't it a bit alarmist to think AI will just, take over? We're not exactly living in the Matrix, Rachel.
True, but it's not just about taking over. It's about unintended consequences. Remember that chatbot that went rogue on Twitter? It started spewing all sorts of nonsense because it learned from the worst parts of the internet.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. But isn't that more about bad data than bad AI?
Exactly. And that's why AI safety is so important. It's not just about the technology itself, but also about the data we feed it. Garbage in, garbage out, right?
Right. So, what do you think is the biggest challenge in keeping AI under control?
Honestly, it's probably the unpredictability. AI can learn and adapt in ways we might not expect. And when you have systems that are constantly evolving, it gets hard to predict every possible outcome.
So are you saying we should slow down AI development?
Not necessarily slow down, but we should definitely be more cautious. It's like, driving a car. You don't just hit the gas without knowing where you're going.
But if we slow down too much, won't we fall behind? Other countries are pushing forward with AI. We can't just sit back and watch.
It's not about falling behind, Jamie. It's about doing it right. We need to balance innovation with safety. Otherwise, we might end up with more problems than solutions.
Okay, I get it. But what about the benefits of AI? It's not all doom and gloom, right?
Oh, absolutely. AI has the potential to revolutionize healthcare, education, and so much more. But we can't ignore the risks just because there are benefits.
So Rachel, what do you think about the current events in AI, like all these companies racing to develop the next big thing?
It's exciting, but also a bit concerning. When you're in a race, sometimes you cut corners. And with AI, cutting corners can lead to unintended consequences.
But isn't competition good? It drives innovation, right?
Sure, competition is great, but it needs to be responsible. We can't just focus on being the first to market. We need to make sure what we're creating is safe and beneficial.
By the way, so before we continue, just a quick shout out to Augmented AI, the producer of the Turing Test Podcast. Augmented AI hosts a variety of cutting-edge courses in generative AI, large language models, edge AI, robotics, and computer vision. You can get a free generative AI course at bit.ly/Turing Test Podcast or go to www.augmentedstartups.com. I've checked out some of their industry-specific courses, like AI in Medical and Healthcare course, Generative Adversarial Networks, or GANs course, as well as AI in Trading.
Thanks for that, Jamie. I've taken their recent AI in Gambling course. It's super interesting. So, back to our discussion. What do you think about the role of governments in AI safety?
Well, I think governments should definitely play a role, but, they can be a bit slow to react. Technology moves fast, and sometimes regulations can't keep up.
True, but without regulations, we might end up with a Wild West situation, companies doing whatever they want without any oversight.
But too much regulation can stifle innovation, right? We don't want to end up with bureaucratic red tape slowing everything down.
It's a delicate balance, Jamie. We need enough regulation to ensure safety, but not so much that it hinders progress.
Yeah, I see your point. So what about the ethical considerations? Should AI have rights?
That's a whole other can of worms. But seriously, I think we need to focus on human rights first. Ensuring AI doesn't infringe on our rights is more important right now.
What if AI becomes super intelligent? Shouldn't we start thinking about its rights now?
Maybe, but we're not there yet. Let's focus on making sure AI benefits humanity before we start worrying about its rights.
Okay, so what do you think is the future of AI safety? Where are we headed?
I think we'll see more collaboration between tech companies, governments, and researchers. It's going to take a collective effort to ensure AI remains under control.
But do you think people will actually work together? I mean, there's a lot of competition out there.
I hope so. The stakes are too high for us not to. We need to put aside our differences and focus on the bigger picture.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So any final thoughts on AI safety, Rachel?
Just that we need to stay vigilant. AI is an incredible tool, but it's up to us to make sure it's used responsibly.
And lastly, don't forget to check out Augmented AI University to upgrade your skills and become an AI expert fast. They have this interesting course on creating AI bots using LangChain, which I highly recommend. Go to bit.ly/Turing Test Podcast to enroll in your free cutting-edge AI course at augmentedstartups.com. See you next time.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Stay safe and keep questioning. See you next time.